So it's always been true about white generation prime saying white. These people you see on YouTube, uh, they like Star Street and other guy, Tutsi or something. They always say that they always bash Generation 5 and say that Generation 5 like, has a lot of bad episodes, has a lot of bad characters. When Generation 4 also had a lot of bad characters and episodes also, right? Now, there are something about Generation 4 that like the world building, yeah, right. Generation 5 only has 3 locations, right? Zebra Heights, Maritime Bay, and Bridlewood, right? Now, Generation 4, right? There was a lot more. There was more creatures, right? Which is strange, right? Because Generation 5 is supposed to teach more about like diversity and more friendship, like that, right? The show is supposed to get like teach about like why racism is bad. But there's only we only see mostly pony, right? We're aside from a Sparky. It's only drink, but yeah, we might see more dragons later on because Opalyn said that she found more dragon. Remember in the but that's the only thing that the Generation 5, the anti-Generation 5 bands hate about Generation 5, right? But there's more problems in Generation 4, right? I think Generation 4 had more problems. So here's why. So there was this video said that why make your mark misses the mark, right? This video is gonna be about why Generation 4 misses the mark. Why Generation 4, right? We've seen too many videos about why Generation 5, right? It's time that someone make a video about why Generation 4 sucks. So this video is gonna be about my problem with Generation 4 and why Generation 4 misses the mark. Okay. Okay, let's see. This is why Generation 4 misses the mark. Okay, let's begin. Yeah. Okay, number 1. The characters, the episode and the writing of Generation 4. Now, the Generation 5 fans, they always say that Generation 5. The Generation 4 fans always say that Generation 5 has so many bad episodes and so many characters, right? Generation 4 had even more. There's even worse than we've seen in Generation. When they said that Generation 5 we had bad episodes, yeah, sure we had bad episodes like the ones where Sparky or Spartan and that one where Pip got the coronavirus. Right, there's some bad episodes, and the one where Queen Haven and Pip are acting like children sometimes, right? Especially those ones with Alphabet and Queen Haven, yeah. So Generation 5 does have some bad episodes, but Generation 4 had even worse episodes like this one right here, not copy close, right? Even the Generation 4 fans will tell you that they don't like. There's some episodes that they have problem with in their show, especially in season 9 and season 8. Those were the worst seasons of the show. And also in season 1, like 1 and 2, and in the first season, they will admit to you that even Generation 4 has bad episodes, right? So it's not just Generation 5. Here's an example. The main 6. Let's talk about the main 6. The main 6. No, the main 6 suck. The main 6 are annoying. They're like rude to each other. They're like people. I see people saying that the main 6 they're like they don't act like true friends, right? The main 5 act more like true friends. The main 6 they're always arguing and like Rainbow Dash and Jack very somewhere. This episode they were like competing with each other and arguing. It's annoying. And then in season 9 there's that episode 2 4 6 great, where Rainbow Dash was being like she was rude to the students. And dumb. The main six are dumb. They're always like the way that the show portrays them in every episode. It's like they're so dumb. Like sometimes the main five are not like sun and Twilight Sparkle. We see she's dumb. She's always like uh kind of freaking out whenever there's a danger, and she doesn't do anything. Celestial Luna don't do anything when there's a villain, right? Sunny starts to go. She actually did more, right? And Twilight Sparkle, sure she reformed a lot of villains, but she didn't reform all of them, right? The Legion of Doom, right? She didn't. That's the only three villains she didn't reform. Cozy Glow. I can't even a kid. I mean, Sunny Starscream was able to reform Misty, Phyllis, and all of Equestria, and Sprout. I don't know. I think I don't know. I think Sprout is Sprout reform. I don't know. Yeah, he is. Remember in the Maritime Bay, he did report in the. So I think Sunny and Misty, right? I think Sunny was able to reform Misty. She will be able to reform opening. What do you think, right? But towards Sparkle, okay. See here. She reformed Tempest, Starlight Glimmer. Okay, yeah, about that, but she did reform the Legion of Doom. So okay, so Misty is already reformed. So we have only one left to reform, right? Right. I think Sprout is reformed. I think Sprout is no. And Phyllis, right? Phyllis did reform in the movie. Right. I think opening, yeah, can I think also opening. Oh, that's not wait to wait until the turn. I hope opening, yeah, right. She should, right. Sunny should show opening the right that there's a better way she can be friends and fight, right? Even though they have differences, they can still, right, agree, become friends like that. That's how. But Tori didn't do that. She didn't reform them. Kosiglo, I don't know why she failed to reform. Kosiglo was a student at other schools. I don't know why. But the main six are terrible examples here. They were terrible in this episode. They're like Rainbow Dash and Abojang. I mean, I admit it. Generation 4 fans, your waifus suck. Your waifus were trash. They're annoying. The main five are so much. The main six annoying. It's always repetitive, and the episodes are cliche, repetitive. The writing is terrible in Generation 4. I think the writing is worse in Generation 4 than Generation 5 in my opinion. I don't know about you. A lot of horrible episodes in Generation 4. The best gift ever was horrible. Discord is a horrible character, right? I don't think it's really for right. I know Discord. He's the one who released all the villains. He's the one who caused all the craziness, right? If it was truly reformed, he would not do that, right? And Twilight forgave him. That's ridiculous. He's a dangerous criminal. Why did they let him? Why did they let him go? Even in the comics, they let him go there already. It's already crazy. Even in the comics, that's ridiculous. They just repeated the same old story again. Discord was really just being misunderstood. And then that's and then he was free. They forgive him. Right? That's one of the things I hope they do not repeat here in Generation 5. Cliche. The stories are the same. All cliche. Annoying. Annoying. Okay, number 2, the music. Let's talk about the music. The music in Generation 4 is terrible, right? Generation 5, the music is so much better, right? The music in Generation in the movie was good, and and it's good also on Telltale. Make Your Mark. It wasn't that good in chapter, let's see, 1, 2. It was mostly Pip, but we're starting to get more characters singing. So it was all sing by Pip. The music improved in chapter 4. It was better in chapter 4. The music seems better in Turtle, even though Turtle is not that good as Make Your Mark. The music is better in Tell. Yeah, so people say take things like this, small things like this from Generation 5 to say that recent Generation 5 sucks because they say, oh, the music is not that good and what's that? I think the music, I think I like the modern music better in Generation 5 than in Generation 4 is not my generation. My generation, I'm a, I'm a Generation C fan. I'm not a, these are the boomer generation, poor boomers prepare the old Disney stuff. I like contemporary music more like modern. I prefer modern music. It's just not that. It doesn't. Like I like the modern music better. Generation 5 is better. The music in Generation 5 is definitely that a lot of some fans will admit that yeah that the music is better in Generation 5, right? And but they think but the so yeah some fans will say that oh yeah the music in Generation 5 but the extreme Generation 4 fans will say that this generation sucks because there's not that many location, there's not that many and tell because of the tell is most of the worst episodes and that's where they take it the writing. That's where I think that's where most of the worst writing is. Yeah, there's a lot of bad episodes in Telltale, like the ones with, especially the ones with Pip, like the one where she got sick day in the night of right, day of the night, and then the one where Sparky was farting, or no, or zips just stuff like that. And that's where the fans take that and say that this is the reason why Generation. But there's more. That's worse in Generation 4, right? Upward Jack, the way Upward Jack and Rainbow Dash were arguing in each other. And there was an episode where Rainbow Dash was pranking her friends and she got cancelled just because she pranked her friends, right? You know, just they got mad at her just for pranking her friends and she was just having fun. It's ridiculous, right? Here in Generation and tell the main five prank each other, you will see that yeah, like Zip when if Zip pranks her friends, they don't take it seriously. They don't take it too seriously. They enjoy Zip pranking them when Izzy pranks them. But in Generation 4, if you prank somebody, they're gonna get mad at you and you get cancelled. Just for playing a harmless prank, you know that? And nobody got hurt by Rainbow Dash. I don't know why they do that, right? And then, but the music in Generation 5 is definitely better than Generation 4. Here, no, here what songs on Generation 4 I don't like. Not all of them are bad, but there's some modern ones, like the Question Goes, there's some modern ones. And the movie was okay. The MLP movie was actually better than the show. The ones in the show, like in season 8 and 9, those were when the horrible songs were. The songs in season 8 and 9 were not that good. Like the School of Friendship. Oh, that's horrible one. The School of Friendship. And then and there's that one with Spike. Remember the Spike? That guy was pretending to be Spike's dad. That was one of the worst songs in Generation 4. That one, I hated that one. That one was bad, right? There's so many bad songs in Generation 4, like At the Gun, that's a horrible one. At the Gun. There's some good ones like the Smile song. That sounds pretty modern. That one was actually pretty good, and there was the one with Rainbow Dash. That's modern. I thought this takes place in the old generations. There's some modern ones like like the smile and then the I'll fly. Those are pretty modern, like rock. Unusual for Generation 4, but very rare. You get most of them are like Disney slow and boring, and most of the music in Generation 4 is mostly slow Disney songs. Right, slow like in the classic old Disney songs, right? Okay, next is the technology, old technology. Yeah, the technology in Generation 4 sucks, right? Before there was no cell phone. What I like about Generation 5 is that it's no more in a modern setting, right? I like that it's in a modern setting, right? The Generation 4 fans complain that Generation 5 sucks because there's all the phones are now using phones. But I like that better, right? I like that I can relate, right? I cannot relate to old technology. like, we're, like if you're like a YouTuber, right? I like that we can now make, like allow the MLP fans make YouTube videos, right? I like that now in this generation we can now relate, right? It's hard to relate to the character, hard to relate to the main six. They don't use any. The question Ghost was kind of better because there was a modern, which is weird because I thought Generation 4 takes place in the past. How come in the question Ghost they have bones and stuff like that? And Pony Life also they have strange. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that's weird. Why? The music is so back then there was a little bit of some new technology. Like the music sometimes is modern, but sometimes it goes back to the old classic Disney style. Sometimes it's contemporary. Like Smile and Rainbow Dash song I play. Those are pretty modern. But then the other ones like Atagana and that one that's the Spike is on Disney, like a typical Disney. The fake Spike's fake dad. That guy was putting his Spike's dad sounds like old Disney music. Horrible. Okay, yeah, the music. So the music in Generation 4 sucks, and the technology in Generation 4 sucks, right? The so I believe the medicine was bad too, right? Then, yeah, I think they still use lobotomy back then in Generation 4, right? They still use lobotomy. I wonder. So I wonder what Twilight Sparkle did you get? So can you not Twilight Sparkle had like a. So him had the more sickness back then, right? So they put a nail in their head. It's just okay. What was the last one? First one was the main the characters in the episodes, the music, the technology. Yeah, the technology generation. Okay, number 4, the shipping. Yeah, I'm not a fan of shipping. Like back in Generation 4, there was 2. The character always shipped like a Twilight Sparkle plus Sentry. Disgusting, right? The shipping in Generation 4 was disgusting, right? Right? Disgusting, right? There was a lot of shipping art made at that time, right? Like the fans made a lot of ship art of this Twilight Sparkle and in this friendship every right it started to happen again in Generation 5, right? We need to make sure we the show doesn't start shipping like for example Queen Haven and Alphabetto. See, and it was also said that Zip and Zip and Rocky, you know, I Zip and Rocky, I don't mind that ship. I think Rocky and Zip would make a good ship, but Alphabetto and Conhaven, the two racist dictators, really? Even Pip and Zip don't approve. Horrible. They should stop the shipping. I hope they don't ship those two again in chapter 4, right? Stop the shipping, right? I don't like. I'm not a fan of shipping, right? Yeah, in Generation 4, there wasn't a question goes though, right? Twilight Sparkle and Mission 3. If you see this guy, yeah, I see this. Palon Kondus, he did a reaction to question goes. I saw this. Yeah, what a reaction they did to a question goes. Horrible. There's a lot of shipping. Oh yeah, there's how many shipping were there? Big Mac and Charlie. Horrible. The only shipping that was Shining Armor and Kittens, that's okay. That's the okay shipping. But Flash Sentry and Sparkle was horrible, and Big Mac and I forgot that Unicorn. They got married in the finale. And there's no and then Spike and Rare, they are lots of very bad ships in Generation 4, right? The shipping, the fandom was very obsessed with a lot of these fans ship in the Generation 5 are from the Generation 4 fandom. That's why there's like the pitch shippers, the pip and hit shippers. I think they were originally fans of Generation 4 before they became fans of Generation 5. And that's why they brought their obsessed shipping to Generation 5 and they're now shipping the car. Right? They should focus more on adventure stories and friendship, right? I think that the main story should just be friends, right? They shouldn't get married or anything like that and have children and right. I'd rather have them just focus on becoming like friends, right? Instead of just become. They should just become like the show should focus more on friendship, right, and adventure, right, not on less on the shipment and the romance and stuff like that. I'm not fan of that stuff. They should just focus on right, on world building stuff I want to see, not right. Stuff they should like in chapter 4. I want to see what happened to opening. And the dragons and she was talking about. I want to see what happened with the toilet sparkle. I want to see more location interesting and also the zebra. That's what I want to see in chapter 4. I don't want to see Queen Haven and Alpha Beetle always going in that date. While Queen Haven is ignoring the problems in her own country. She's supposed to rule the country and that's all she's doing. Fooling around with Alpha Beetle. That's why we need to impeach her. This is why I would make a better leader, Queen. I'm the leader, right? King Technology World. President Super Heights, right? Impeach Queen, right? Or Queen even needs to go to jail. we should indict Queen Haven, right? But that's okay. Those are the things I don't like about Generation 4, right? See, so what do you think? Will this convince you that Generation 4 sucks and Generation 5 is better? People comment below, right? What do you think? I think a lot of people are going to disagree with this, but Generation 4, you can bash Generation 5, but we're not allowed to bash Generation 4. So here I did it, bash Generation 4. This is my problem. This is why Generation 4 misses the mark. There, you made a video about why Make Your Mark misses the mark. Here's why MLP G4, MLP Generation 4, misses the mark. Right, so this is my problem with Generation 4. So I still think Generation 5 is better than Generation 4. What do you think?